Drill, $50 million deals. Yeah, we get the cap for real. I make it throw the smoke for real. Real baller, first screen.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Herbert. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. He said the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained, but no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
On the return, it's Toney.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end to make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Rams 10, Lions nothing.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A give right side now to Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal from the 1. Rodgers with a keeper. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. On the sneak, Rodgers. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They run the jet sweep now for Tony.
Shrugs him off. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Dobbins.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers now on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now stands at 13.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Herbert off of play action. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there complete to Mooney. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, Rodgers. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they go back to Toney. It's complete this time.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Justin Herbert.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking long for Thomas.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
That is tight end. That's Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
36-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Detroit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their fun. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Flushed out right. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Herbert has it knocked free. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that led the way.